let's try that again. Take two. Hello, friends. Welcome to my live. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Um, Gosh, I just totally messed that up. I have working on a new streaming platform. So, still trying to work out all of the bugs. So, let me turn the music off and find my comments. Okay, let's start again. Happy Hump Day. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations. And I'm also an independent designer with Couture. So once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the live at a later date, feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. So I am live in two locations this evening. You can find me on Facebook. You can also find me on YouTube. And if you happen to hear a comment that is not in your feed, that person may be watching on a different platform. And if at any time during this project you like what you see and you think others should see it, or you would just like to help out my channel, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that like button, turn on your notifications, subscribe, follow, all the stuff that your platform would like you to do to help me get seen in the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. With that, let me go to, I need to go full screen. Is that better? My Jason is giving me some technical assistance, so I'm looking through my comments, and he is watching from the other side of the door, and he says that he is thankful that the week is half over. Oh, goodness. So I am thankful that the week is half over. It is almost the weekend. So yeah, I don't see any other comments or any other hellos right now. So let's go ahead and flip the camera and we will get started on the project. So, I need to fix that logo. I don't know why it got so big. So as you can see, by the thumbnail of the video, we are working with the size C elf and reindeer transfer, and then I also have the two wood cutouts, and these, as you can tell by the transfer and the cutouts, are rather large. Let me see, the elf is 14.5 inches tall, and the reindeer is 12 inches tall. I'm going to just get this out of the way. We will open this in a little bit. And I do want to point out really quick, if I can go to my assets. I just want to show this really quick. This is for Perks pricing, but all customers, all Perks members, all designers. Part of the current Black Friday special is that all C, D, and E size transfers are 50% off. Couture is doing Black Friday sales every Monday between now and the end of the month. This one did start a little earlier. It started on Friday the 1st, but currently all size C, D, and E transfers are 50% off. This graphic shows you the Perks pricing. So normally a C size transfer is, I believe, 23. No, that's not right. 20. I don't remember. $23.99, $18.99, something like that. So Perk members can get the C size transfers for $9.45. So it would be $18.99 maybe. D size transfers, I think, are $23.99 normally, but as your 50% off price, it would be $11.55. No, that is not correct. Perks members get 30% off of the retail price. So this is your 50% off of your discounted price. So C's transfers are $9.45, D transfers are $11.55, and E size transfers are $15. That is one heck of a deal. And then regular customers get 50% off of retail price. So your C size transfer is $23.99, so yours would roughly be $12. So that's still a really good deal. Especially for the quality of the product. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have some other specials to run through throughout the evening. If you are new to Couture, these are reusable silkscreen transfers. Hello, Miss Bonita. Jason says that comment pen thing is really cool. It is a really cool animation, and I just realized before I went live that in the past, when I was using my other platform, I would forget to turn the comment off, and you guys would have to remind me. Well, there's a setting that I clicked that I can change the timing of the comment so that it will automatically go away after a certain time, so I won't accidentally leave a comment up anymore. Miss Bonita, how are you doing this evening? This is a super cute vintage transfer. When I saw it, it definitely went on my wish list at the very top. So this is a silkscreen reusable transfer. It's reusable 8 to 12 times depending on how well you take care of them. And because it's reusable and because I have to put it back on the backer sheet, I need to somehow mark that this is the back side and this is the front side. Although with some of the new transfers, the backside it doesn't show up on camera very well, but the backside has a yellow tint to it. So it is easier to see which side is the front and which side is the back. It does not show up very well on camera. But I still write on them that way. If I have multiple transfers, I know which one goes on what backer sheet. You'll also see that there are some suggested cut lines. I like to leave my backer sheet intact for most transfers, so I'm just going to score the transfer so that I leave this backer sheet full, so I have less pieces to deal with when I'm putting things away. So I'm just going to lift my transfer up a little bit, put my scissors under there, and I'm just going to score up to that other cut line. So I also forgot to mention in that graphic, it not only are C, D, and E transfers 50% off, but there are select surfaces that are 50% off. So these elf and reindeer cutouts are half off. There's quite a few other surfaces that are also 50% off. And let me real quick show you, we have a spend 50, get something free. Before I forget, if you spend $50, you get 2 quilted canvas oven mitts for free while the supplies last. That's another Black Friday deal. And if you've been interested in joining joining the Perks program this month, November 1st through the 30th, you can join for $10 instead of the normal $20. You get 30% off all retail prices. You get an automatic $20 monthly store credit that you can use towards anything. That does expire at the end of that month. So basically, you're gaining $10 if you join this month. And then any promotions that Couture provides are usually off of your 30% off retail price. So if you join a Perks membership, then you get some extra discounted benefits. So if you've ever thought about joining, this month might be a good one. Okay, so we've got this trimmed. Let's bring our cutouts in And I'm going to wax them to figure out. And you can use the Couture surface wax. I have put a cart link in the description of the video, but I just prefer this paste finishing wax by Minwax. It doesn't get hard like the Couture wax does. I just have a big bucket of it, so I need to use it. And I'm using the terry cloth side of the wax applicator pad. Let me go back to my comments. I'm trying to get used to this dashboard again. It's a little hard. So I'm just going to apply a light layer of wax to this surface and make sure I had it the right direction. And this is going to act as a protective barrier between my wood surface and my transfer, so that my transfer doesn't pull up any wood fibers, and it also doesn't get so stuck to my cutout that it pulls or distorts to the point where it may not work as well. Miss Bonita, did you see that I was following you to work? Was it yesterday morning? I didn't mean to, but I was headed to Woods and Durham at the same time you were headed to work. And you turned right into work, and I turned left into Woods and Durham. I was going to honk, but I didn't want to scare you. So now I just have the microfiber side of my wax applicator to kind of buff in some of that wax. I thought that was you. Yep. Hopefully I wasn't tailing too bad. If I was, I apologize. Okay, let's put that away. So now let's bring in, I think we'll do the elf first. And let's do the reindeer first. And I need to get out my fuzz cloth. Little hidey drawer. Let's put that over here. So when you get a brand new transfer and you're using it on something besides fabric, you do want to fuzz first. Let's put that just over there for now. So I just have the terry cloth side of my fuzz cloth here. You can just use any kind of terry cloth bath towel, dish towel. You can use your shirt. You just want to, what you want to do is lay it down on something that has a little bit of lint, so that that lint can help knock back some of the adhesive, so that adhesive side isn't as sticky. The sticky will return once you wash your transfer. We're just going to lay it down. And you can kind of, our transfers are light and translucent enough so that you can kind of see below where you're placing it. And you just kind of want to get your edges equal. There's usually kind of a bubble outline. There's to where maybe some of it's not going to be quite. So I'll show it to you. So you can kind of see, like I have an outline here. So you just kind of want to make that as even as possible. I have a little bit more over here on this side, but in other places it's working. So I think we're just going to leave it. So I have pulled out for the deer, I've got camel and bark, but you could get out dune, you could get out espresso, you could even make him pink or turquoise, because Those colors are truly vintage colors. Hey, Miss Ashley. And then for the elf, I pulled out Couture Teal, Tide, last month's color of the month, which was Gravity. And then I've got Raspberry Sorbet and the color of the month from February, I believe, called Bite Me. And this is it's a gorgeous shimmer red. It's become one of my favorite colors, especially for Christmas. So that's the colors we're going to use. So I just need to figure out, I think I'm going to mostly do probably camel, and then we're probably going to have to do some watercoloring because like all of the holly and the bow are solid, so they're going to end up white, and so we'll need to watercolor all of that in. Okay, so let's go ahead and I think I'll do his eyes black. So I need to get out a little bit of black. So I need to remember not to do his eyes. So I'm going to try to put my fingers there. So I remember not to chalk there. And I'll still probably forget. And my camel is a bit thick. I need to add some water. I'm going to get a multi-tool out to kind of get in some of these little nooks and crannies. Under his eye. Yeah, I need to add some water before I get too far. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up, mainly because my paste is very thick. I'm going to add some water. Give that a good stir. You want your paste to be kind of a yogurt or sour cream consistency. If it's too thick, it'll dry quick and it's really hard to spread. And sometimes when it's thick, it won't even go through the mesh screen. Jason says the color's perfect for the deer. I'll get that off and incorporate that back into the... Okay, let's see if that's going to work any better. Okay, so let's do this side. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oops. I probably should have done black first for some of those. Some of these transfers are a little tricky. Because where that holly is really shouldn't be brown, but it's kind of hard to miss it. I'll try to avoid this bow down here. If I can. I probably should have done his hoofs a darker color. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that up. Hello, Miss Amanda. Okay, so let's burnish that area. We are working on this vintage elf and deer transfer and cutouts. Did everyone survive Halloween? Oops, I'm probably going to have a bubble there. I didn't get that burnished very well right there. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that part back. Except for I think that little piece is a leg. So I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't dry in my transfer since my paste is a little thick. Amanda said, yep, for Halloween. They were home and was that Halloween you were home in bed at bedtime? How was Oliver's birthday? I felt bad. I didn't even tell him happy birthday when you guys were over on Halloween. Okay. I think that part is a leg. Right there. Part of the outline. This isn't going to be the prettiest. Let's do his mouth up here. He had a yes day at hang out all day with a friend. They picked Sky and the Sky trampoline park and lunch. Then he games his life away and got to stay up late. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I think we'll just do all of this and then it's kind of tricky, to be honest. I probably should have done it all in black and then watercolored the rest in. It's going to look kind of weird at first. Amanda says she clearly can't text correctly. I got the gist of it. So it's going to look kind of odd at first. Try not to totally pull it all up. I just want to release most of the brown. Okay, so let's put his eyes and his nose and the bow back down. And then we'll figure everything else out after that. I think I'm just going to put the lid on for now so that doesn't dry out. Sorry for my camera flickering. I'm just going to stick all that right there. Okay, so let's get out the black for his eyeballs and his nose. And I'm going to use a detail tool has a little itty bitty squeegee at the end. It might be a bit too small. I think we're going, we'll be having another like uncorked craft night down at Cuts and Curls on, I think, December 7th. Is that the date, Ashley, that we decided on? I've got to work on the example for the class, but I think it's going to be super cute. So we were kind of looking for that. Hopefully early next week we will have that out. But it'll be on December 7th. Okay, I think I'm going to do red for the bow. I really probably should have done all of that in. Yeah, I'm going to do all of that in the color Bite Me. I think it's because I think my family Christmas is December 14th, if I remember correctly. So we'll do the outline of the bow in this shimmer red. It is so pretty. I've done a few Christmas signs with it. Super fun. I believe it was February's color of the month. I don't know if you can see. It's just such a pretty color. Oh, you'll be gone that weekend. We're gonna hopefully hopefully do a lot more. Oh, I should have done that in brown. In the coming year. Summer was hard because we know everyone's super busy in the summer, so kind of stopped doing them in the summer. If we get enough interest, maybe we could look at a second date. And if we need to change locations, we could, or we can still have it at Cuts and Curls. This one was kind of a difficult. Probably should have given him a Rudolph nose, but okay. Let's see what kind of a mess we made. Oh, he's so cute. So you can color in the bow, like you could watercolor it. I mean, I didn't chalk him up perfectly, but he's still super cute. Get that, I don't know, can you see the shimmer on that red bow? Amanda says super cute. Jason says adorable. Ashley says she's so ready for bed with this time change. Amen. Jason says it's an intricate transfer. Ashley also says she can't wait to do some crafting again. Okie doke. Now I just have to decide. I may not do it. Well, I guess I could do it on camera, but maybe we'll do the elf first. But you can color in the little the holly leaves and berries with green and red. You can color in the bow, and then you can even go in with like the dark, like I have the bark out, and you can watercolor like all of his highlights. You could come in with Dune and do some of the highlights like his face. I think I'm just going to leave him for now, and we'll go on to the elf. I think he's super cute. Just for time's sake, we'll go on to the elf. Definitely, those comments have a lot of animation. Okay, doke. So let's bring in the Mr. Elf. And I don't think I need Dune. I'm going to move bark. Okay, so here is the elf. And remember that the C's, D's, and E transfers are all 50% off right now, and that's 50% off of your price. So if you're a regular customer, then it would be 50% off of the normal retail price. What am I putting that away for? If you're a Perks member, it is 50% off your 30% off price, and then so it'd be 50% off of your Perks member pricing, and then designers would get 50% off of their discounted designer retail pricing. So super huge sale. And then select surfaces are also 50% off of your selected retail price. So these surfaces that I'm using for this elf and reindeer are also 50% off. So I'm just going to place them on here. I've already waxed. So I know I'm going to do the candy cane in Bite Me, so we'll get that back out. And then you can maybe help me decide colors. Let's get... I don't know if Peachy Keen... I don't know what a good face color would be. I may have to mix a color. So I've got Gravity, which was last month's color of the month. Tide, Teal, Raspberry Sorbet. And just leave those right over there. You guys can kind of help me pick colors, where colors need to go. So we need to do his shoes, his socks, his shirt, his hat. Okay, so let's get his candy cane done, because I know they're coming all different colors and flavors these days, but let's just do the traditional red and white candy cane. And if you could share this video out, I would greatly appreciate it. I have been stuck at 700 plus followers on both Instagram and Facebook and I know a lot of it's my fault because I'm not consistent, but I would love to get to 1,000 followers on either platform, and I'm at like 788 here on Facebook, so It would be great if I could get to 1,000. And again, I know a lot of that's my fault because I have been so inconsistent, and I know I need to work on some reels, but I'm too busy just trying to make stuff, let alone make content about making stuff. So I'm just kind of using the corner of my multi-tool. Just kind of move some paint around, doing these berries down here. Oops, you probably couldn't see that at all. And let's get a wipe out. No, wait, I can clean that off and reuse it if I need to. Okay, I think we're done with that color, so let's go ahead and release that. So that's what our candy cane looks like. We'll burnish his little hand. Okay. And maybe let's get out some meadow for the greenery down here. Okay. Get that done. So let's release that. So we've got the cute little greenery at the bottom. And we'll burnish his foot. Kind of thinking, because I need to separate the two greens a little bit. So if we do his shoes in Tide, his tights in Raspberry Sorbet, his shirt in Gravity, and then his hat in Teal. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to turn him a little bit to where I can get to his hat. And then we might add, there's a silver bell at the top. Silver bell. Let's pull up disco. So we'll do disco for his bell. I believe that was another color of the month. And it's kind of a silvery gunmetal metallic. Okay. And let's get a little bit of this disco on this jingle bell. So when do y'all put up your Christmas tree? Has anybody put theirs up yet? I think we're going to do ours in stages where like one weekend we'll work on the tree. One weekend we'll do like the nutcrackers. The next weekend we'll do like all of our nativity scenes, or maybe we'll put those up first. Okay, so we're going to do his tunic in Gravity, and this was last month's color of the month. It's kind of inspired by the new Wicked movie that comes out in a couple of weeks, which Jason and I are super excited about. It's one of our favorite musicals. We saw it in Wichita. Gosh, I don't even know how long ago. So it's kind of a bright green. It's kind of an alphabet green. I'll figure out how to tackle this guy. We'll do most of it with this squeegee, but I'll have to do some of the detail work with a multi-tool, I think. Okay. Oops. Okay. Kind of tricky. Sorry for the flickering. I'm going to turn it a little bit so I can do some of these ruffles down here. Not making too big of a mess. I'll have to figure out what to do with this belt buckle. Okay. And then we'll come back and do his facial features here pretty soon. There's his tunic. Come down and do his pants. When I decorate for Christmas, do I have a theme through your house? Not really. Our tree's pretty traditional. It's just a lot of our keepsake ornaments from my childhood, Jason's childhood, and then Dane. And then I have a nutcracker collection, and that goes on top of our piano. But those are all pretty traditional colors. And then our nativities are pretty standard. So no, not really. The only thing that's themed, I do have, my mom collected for me the Precious Moments Ceramic Village, and those are fairly pastel, but I also, so they don't fit real well, but I also have the regular Precious Moments collection in the same room, and it stays out all the time. And then we inherited Jason's parents' tree, and they had a lot of, it's all vintage Hallmark ornaments, because his dad used to work for a Hallmark store before they went to work for Hobby Lobby. So it's a lot of those old motion ornaments. A lot of them don't work real withy, but very nostalgic, very collectible, very vintage. So that's downstairs. I don't really like as far as colors or themes. We just do the same thing year in and year out. We kind of just add to what we already have. Does anybody else do themes? We're pretty traditional. He's super fun and colorful. Okay, so now we got to figure out his face. Go ahead and wash these off. That's the nice thing about chalk Couture is everything is really super easy to clean. Just need water. Okay, I think I'm going to try to mix a little bit of vanilla, and I'm totally experimenting. Oh, I'm not going to use peach keen because that is hard as a rock. So maybe let's add a little bit. Just add that to my clean out the pot colors. I also could cheat. Let's see, we need a hair color. So maybe we'll do bark as the hair color. But let's try to make a skin tone color. I should cheat and just get out my acrylic paint, but I'll do it this way. Let's do a little bit of vanilla. I don't think I'll probably need that much. We'll do a skosh of Kill. Still a little dark, but we're close. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's get the detail tool out. We'll do his hand. Okay. So we'll come in here. Part of this is his hair. Part of it is, this is his ear. That's his hair up there. Can't decide if that's his ear or his hair. Just make it his ear. We still have to do his belt, so I made way too much skin tone, but that's okay. That out of the way. So now all I'm singing is gravity. Okay, so now I need, let's do his hair. I've got bark. Kind of doing a sloppy job, but some of this detail is a little hard. Just wait till after we go see it, and that's all I'll be singing. Yep. So excited. I need to finish my Elphaba witch gnome that I'd started, but I never got it done for Halloween. I need to finish it. Okay, I think that's good. Oops. Forgot his nose. Oh no. I'm just going to use I forgot his nose. He also has little freckles right here. And then let's give him a glittery mouth. If you saw my transfer, it looks totally scary. Hopefully he'll look cute. Now eyes. I should probably release his hand. Oops. So let's do his eyes. Yeah, this looks scary. And then let's do his belt buckle down here. Okay, let's get all that. Super cute. And he does, again, he needs to be colored in a little bit, but you get the idea. Okay, let's put that over there. Let's get cleaned up a little bit. Okay, well, let's put over here. Okay. Here are our So ideally, we should paint in his hair. We should paint in his face. We could paint in the stripes of his socks. But there's that cute little elf. Actually, that's not his hair. This is his hair. This should be the fuzzy of his hat. So I actually need to come back in and do this line and that line in like a gray or a black, because this part is actually his hat. So I kind of boo-booed on that, but we'll get it figured out. But those are super cute. And again, the reindeer is, well, I lied. He's 12, and the elf is 14 and a half inches tall. They're really big. So don't forget, these are half off. The transfer is half off, and it would be whatever retail price you happen to pay. So let's go over again, all C's, D's, and E transfers and select surfaces are 50% off. And that's an additional 50% off any designer or perks member discounts. And then, so if you go to my chalk site, which is right here, and then you go to the shop tab, and then you go to the specials tab, then that is where you can shop those. And also, if you spend $50, you get 2 quilted canvas oven mitts with your order. And then, is there anything else? Oh, there's also 2 new surfaces that launched last week. Sadly, the 24 by 32 drawstring bag is already sold out, but there is an 18 by 24 shiplap sign, and those are currently on at Doorbuster deals, and those are that is half price, so you can get the 18 by 24 for $30. We also have the color of the month, which is kind of a neon orange. It's called Take Note. It's kind of fashioned after the orange Post-it notes. So that is the color of the month. You can unlock the ability to purchase color of the month with a $75 order. We also have the Club Couture transfer of the month and the DIY kit. It comes with the 8.5 by 11 transfer. It comes with I believe it's a black chalk paste. It comes with a chalkable surface and a ribbon, and I can pull mine out here in a little bit. And then there is a Perks member promotion going on where you can join as a Perks member for just $10 this month. You do get your $20 monthly credit back. So actually you're saving $10, and then you can shop anytime at 30% off. There's also a special on becoming a designer. You can always join as a designer for $10, but this month the starter kit is half off, so it is $49, and that is over $200 plus in product at $49. So let me go ahead, let's take that off, and let's pull out let's check into our club transfer really quickly. I haven't even opened mine yet. So let's go ahead and open it together. Take that out. Let's see what we have. Oops. So we have the transfer. And it says seasonal holiday postage, 10 cents. And you'll notice that it has an owl on it. So I'm not particularly fond of the owl. And I think there's been a few designers that are also not particularly fond of the owl. So they have actually redesigned the design by using last month's Club Couture transfer in the middle. So they used the gingerbread man in the middle, which I think is super cute, instead of the owl. And then another designer did the cardinal on a branch that was from last year, and I believe it's actually back in stock this Christmas. So that is another idea if you're not particularly fond of the owl. It's kind of given me Hogwarts, Harry Potter vibes. But this is the coordinating surface. It is an 8.5 by 11 hanging sign. It's about an eighth of an inch thick. Yes, it's about an eighth of an inch thick. It does come with 2 holes, and then it comes with your hanging ribbon, and then it comes with a packet of black velvet paste. So that is the Club Couture transfer of the month, and we will be using that probably next week. Okie doke, let me change the camera back. So here is our cute little reindeer. And then here is our, hopefully he's all dry. Let me get them a cute little reindeer, or elf. Super fun. There's our reindeer. And then there's the elf. Super cute. I absolutely love them. And they are about 3/4 of an inch thick. So they are chunky little shelf sitters. There we go. That's what we did. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening, especially as I learn this new platform. Jason says they're both great. Ashley says it's cute. I just need to do a little bit of filling in, but they do look super cute. So let me find what I need to find to end. So thanks so much for hanging out with me this evening. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And I will see you in my next crafty video. Thanks for watching.